Hey guys, welcome back. So once again, this is a continuance of a lesson that we already started. So this is page 62. So there's no lesson number at the top, but it's just page 62 in Horizon 2, Book 1. And we are starting right up here with write the numbers. And so what it's saying is write the next number. Okay, so when we went from this number to this number, we just added 1 in the ones column. See this right here? The only thing that changed is this ones column. We added 1 more. Okay, so this time we just need to add 1 more ones. Okay, so when we look at the number, the first number was 243. So 243. And it's telling us to add 1 more 1. Well, so that means I just changed the 3 to a 4. Well, now I'm adding just 1 more 1. So I just changed that to a 5. That tells me that my number on the line is going to be 245. Oh, I wrote that wrong. 245. Now we're going to add 1 more 1. So I'm going to change my 1 to a 6. And the next number for the next line is 246. Okay, now I'm going to add 1 more, 247. Do you see how my hundreds and my tens aren't changing? 248. And then 249. Now I'll wait a second when you guys catch up because I wrote those really fast. Okay? But if you look, the only thing that changed is the ones column. Right? Okay, so let's do the next one together. So we're starting with 560 or 576. So we're starting with 576. If I'm going too fast for you, you can pause and catch up, okay? All right, so we are adding 1 to the ones digit. So we're changing it to 577. This is the only one we're changing right here. Okay, that's what we did so far. Now we're going to change it again. We're going to go 1 more. So now we're at 578. Let me get my little text box in here just a second. Okay, 578. Okay, we're going to add 1 more, 579. Okay, now here's where it gets tricky. Ready? So we are at 9. What happens when we go up 1 more? We end up at 10, right? But we can't write a 2 number. We can't write 10 here. That changes our number completely. We have to write the 0 and carry the 1 over here. So this becomes 80. Okay? So I was at 79 and I went to 80. So 580. Well, now I'm still adding just 1. So now when I come back down here, I'm just adding 1 to the ones column. So 0 plus 1 is just 1. So when I come back up here, now I'm at 581. Okay, so what's after 581? 582. Okay. All right, let's do the next one. We're going to do 1 more together, and then you're going to do 3 by yourself. So we're starting with 385. 385. And we're going to add 1 to the ones digit each time. Okay, so we're at 386 now. Okay, what happens when I change it, when I add one more? 87, right? So I got to write in here 387, oops, 387. There we go. Okay, now I got to add one more. So I got 388. Okay, I got one more. 389. Okay, now I got to add 1 to this 9. Well, that makes my 10, right? And I can only write a 0 here, so I have to add 1 here. That's carrying over. And that becomes the 9. Oops. So that's where I get 390. And if I add 1 to it, then I get 391. Okay, so you go ahead and finish these last 3 problems, and then come back when you're ready to do number 6 with me. All right, if you're back with me, you're ready to do number 6. Same as last time, I'm crossing off every other one, so it's a little less for our eyes to look at. On the bottom, we'll go there in just a minute, okay? All right. So let's go to our first problem. We're going to add our ones column first. We're just adding. This is just add. Okay. Now when it says add and check, that's a subtraction. We're not going to do that today. So the check part is not something that you need to do right now. Okay. We're just going to do the add part. So for the add part, I'm going to start by adding my ones column first, which is the 8. And when I add, so when you're, okay, this is one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about. When we're adding a series of numbers, I'm going to make a little box over here for us. And make my numbers nice and big. All right, when we're adding a series of numbers, 28, 1, 1, 3, 3. Okay, these are the numbers we're adding. Nice and lined up for us. Okay, when we're adding these numbers together, we can decide, because it's addition, we can decide what order we want to add them in. Okay, so we do have to add the ones column first, right? So we have to add the 8, the 1, and the 3 first. But when we're adding them, we don't have to add 8 plus 1 plus 3. We could go 8 plus 3 and then add the 1. And what's easiest usually is to take the 2 largest numbers, add those first, and then add the rest of the problem. Okay, so that would be 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 1 more is 12. Write the 2, carry the 1. Then I would go 3 plus 2 is 5, 6, 7. Okay, so my answer here is 72. Okay, let's try that again. Let me get rid of this stuff real quick. And this time we'll do it with the next problem. So we're going to do 37, 11, and 38. Okay, so I'm on this problem right here. I just made it over here so it's a little bigger for everybody to see. Okay, and I'm going to start by adding in the blue column, which is the ones. I'm going to add the biggest numbers first. So I'm going to add 7 and 8 first because I know that's 15. So that goes really fast. 7 plus 8 is 15, and 1 more is 16. Carry the 1. Now when I'm in my tens column, I'm going to add my 3 plus 3 first. That's 6, 7, 8. So what we're working on is we're working on adding the biggest numbers in our column first. Do you see how I cross them off so I don't get confused? I cross them off so I'm like, wait, did I use that number? Okay, I already know because I crossed it off as I used it. Okay? All right, let's do it again. If this is not making sense, then please ask Miss Joy for help in class, or ask Mom to come help you, but please ask for help. Don't just be confused. That doesn't help anybody. Or you can pause it and watch it a few times. If that's easier, back up. Okay, so we're on the next problem. We're right here. We're going to start by adding our ones column. So 9. Excuse me. So I'm starting with 9, and I'm adding 2 more, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Write the 3, carry the 1. And I'm going to add 3 plus 2 is 5, 6, 7, 8. My numbers are kind of funky over there, aren't they? Okay. Go ahead and finish the rest of these yellow ones by yourself. And then down here is just subtraction that we've done many times. And once again, I'm going to block off every other one. Okay, so that's what you need to do. Okay, the top ones you need to do all of them, but the bottom ones you only need to do those 3. Okay, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Do finish this page, guys. Okay.